I chose to read Brother Brian Kinsey's Made for More 7 Proven Strategies for Reaching Your Full Potential. I first picked this book up after hearing Brother Kinsey speak about his motivation for writing the book, but it sat on my bookcase for quite a while without being touched. And then when we had to choose a book for our class, I looked at this book again and realized that it really fit in line with what we were talking about in the class, so I chose to read this book. I went into the book expecting to pick up practical strategies for reaching my full potential, as stated on the cover of the book. And it did have a lot of really good practical strategies that I really like and I hope to implement in my life. But each strategy that was discussed had one purpose, to help lead the reader to a deeper relationship with God. Because it's only through finding that deeper relationship with God that a person can find their full potential in life. Although all of the material in the book is good, there were 2 chapters that really spoke to me. The chapter that dealt with strategy number 4 on seeking divine favor really caught my attention with its subtitle, Your Ability to Lead is Determined by Your Capacity to Grow. And at first I felt like those 2 statements were discordant. They didn't really go together. But after reading the chapter, I really realized the connection between divine favor and growth. And it really plays out in the key verse that Brother Kinsey used for that chapter in Matthew 13 and 12, the first part of which says that, For whosoever hath, to him shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. On page 93 of the book, Brother Kinsey said, Those who invest their spiritual authority will grow toward their full potential. When they do, they will receive even more spiritual authority. They will have greater opportunities, greater wisdom, and greater favor with God, and that favor will result in growth. That really struck me as I thought about that the more I invest in the things of God and the work of God, the more I will grow and the more I will seek and will find the favor of God. The other part of this chapter that really convicted me spoke about growing in favor with others through unselfishly serving them. On page 106, Brother Kinsey wrote, This is not popularity. In fact, it is just as likely to lead to being unpopular. Instead, favor with others is the respect that comes from loving others as Christ has loved us. It's really easy for me to fall into the habit of looking for what I can gain from my relationship with others and from serving others. And it's not always as easy to be willing to serve when you know that you're not going to get anything from it, or that through serving you could be hurt. But more important than my feelings is learning to love people the way that Christ loved. The second chapter that really spoke to me was the one that covered strategy number 5, learning from pain, which really reiterated some of the lessons that I've been learning in this class so far. The chapter was really a reminder that God can and will work in the pain and in the painful situations that we have in our life, and that many times it's those painful situations that can help to reveal or bring about God's plan for us. In our Christian walk, I feel like many of us, and Brother Kinsey brings out this point too, that we've fallen into this belief that we should never experience pain, and when pain happens we wonder what's going wrong and where is God, and what have I done, why am I dealing with this? But as Brother Kinsey pointed out in this book, he said if you're to reach your full potential in Christ, you will experience pain. There is no other way to be fully formed in the likeness of Christ. Like any other person, I don't want pain in my life, but I'm learning to accept that the pain of the past, the pain of the present, and even the pain that will come in the future has a purpose. And rather than fight against it, I want to allow it to draw me into a deeper and closer relationship with God. Because more than anything, I want to be like Christ, and I want to reach the full potential that He has planned for my life.